So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do an easy website build for local businesses. Okay, so your local plumbers, your electricians, I don't know, your gardeners, construction, tilers, painters, decorators, that sort of thing. You can apply it to loads more industries, but it's mainly going to be around local business. So first of all, I'm going to get on the computer. I'm going to show you the built version. Okay, I'll show you what it's going to look like on desktop. I'll then show you what it's going to look like on mobile. So it's fully mobile responsive. And then after that, we'll get on and do the build. So make sure you've got a notepad and pen ready, or if you want to stop and pause the video and build along with me live, that's also fine. Okay, let's get into it. Right, okay, so this is the website that we're going to be building. So as you can see, it's going to have a nice full splash. This is the home page. So full splash on the home page. Come down, a little section there, just outlining a few points. Then there's going to be sort of an animated section there. Testimonials, another breaker, and then the contact. Okay, so that's the home page. We're going to be doing 5 pages, so a home, actually 7 in total. 5, so home, services, I'll just show you what we're going to be doing. Service page, contact, a gallery, and then an about page. And also we're going to do all the boring legal stuff like terms and privacy policy, okay? So, fully responsive. This is the desktop version, obviously. I'll show you what it looks like on mobile. Okay, so here's the site on mobile. Fully mobile responsive. Nice, clean, sharp finish. Absolutely brilliant. Show you the menu. So there we go. Okay. Absolutely brilliant. So there is the site. Okay. So let's go over to the computer and we'll do the build. Okay, so just one last thing before I start the build. Obviously, in order to get this website set up, you will need a WordPress hosting. Now, I can recommend one. The one I highly recommend is SiteGround. This is what I use. They can get you set up for around £3 a month, about $4 a month. So they will do everything. Once you've done it, you can buy your domain through them. They will then install WordPress for free. This is their sort of go starter plan. So that's it. I'll leave a link for that in the description. Feel free to use it if you want. Of course, if you find someone else that you like or another host, then obviously go with them. Okay, so let's get on with the build. Right, okay. So here we are inside the dashboard. Brand new site. I've just installed WordPress on it. So if you look at the site now, it just looks like this. Okay, so let's start. The first thing we're going to do is install the theme. So we're going to go Appearance, Themes, Add New, and the one I want is called Customify. And there it is there, so we're going to install that. Right, there you go, and once that's done, activate. Okay, and then customize. Okay, and here's where you've got all the basic stuff, so that you can see now. So the theme's installed, and there we go. So that's it. So what we're going to do first is we're actually going to go back out of that. We're going to go to Customify Options. And then here where it says ready to import sites, we're going to install this. This is another add-on, and basically it'll give us a sort of 4 or 5 templates that we can choose from. Okay, really quick way to get going. Okay, so we're going to install that. Okay, once that's done, activate. Okay, brilliant. So now there is some recommended plugins here, which we'll get back to in a minute, but I just want to show you the site library. So we can click on the site library. And then you've got, I think it's 4, it might be 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 5 sort of templates ready to use. Okay, the one we're going to be using is this one, the second one in, consulting template. So click on that, and then you can just do a full import here, which takes anywhere between sort of a couple of minutes and up to 10 minutes. If you just literally start it and just let it run through, it will install the plugins, content, and the theme options for you. Okay, so that's it. So let's do that. Okay, so then it goes on to the next part, which is install plugins. So it's just installing the recommended plugins for us. Elementor is the main one we're going to be using, which is sort of like a page builder. Very user-friendly, kind of drag and drop. That's key to the whole of this build. Okay, so there's the plugins installed. Now we're going to import the content. A lot of this we're going to delete, but I'm just going to install it all anyway. So there's some posts, some pages. Again, we're not going to use all of it, but we'll just do it. These are the customization and theme layouts and widgets. So we're going to do that. Okay, done. So now we can have a look at what it's done so far. So we've got a sort of basic layout now, which is good. So it's starting to take shape. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the dashboard. There's a couple more plugins that I just want to get first. So we go plugins, installed plugins. So that's what it's already installed for us. Okay. So there's a couple that I want to get. One of them is called, which is a sort of a duplicate plugin for cloning. So we're going to go add new. We're going to type in WP page post. And then this is the one you want here. So page post clone widget. Okay, so we're going to install that. Okay, and then activate. Okay, good. So I think we're ready to go. So let's have a look at what we've got so far. There's a lot of things that we're not going to need for this particular build. So I'm going to go to Pages, All Pages. We can just X that out. So these are the pages that it's already put on. Well, we don't need anywhere near this many. So we're going to get rid of case studies, cash management, financial, fund, news. We can keep that one, but we'll probably change the privacy policy. Those two sample pages. We can get rid of services, although we are going to make a new one. And tax prep and WP forms preview. Okay, so bulk actions, move to trash, apply. Let's get rid of all of them. Okay, good. Now under about, we're actually going to clone that. So I want to clone the about page to make a new services one. So we're going to go about, we're going to go clone. Okay, so this is what is now going to be the services. So if we just change this header, title, okay, and then over here the URL slug, and then publish that. Okay, good. We can go back to pages. Right, so now we've got an about, contact, home page, privacy policy we're not worried about, and services. Okay. The other one I want to add quickly is a gallery. So again, if we go about, clone, and we'll just type in gallery up there, and the same down here. Okay, publish that, publish. Okay, let's go back. So now we've got our sort of key pages. Okay, we may add a blog as well, but we'll see how we go for time. So that's that. Let's go into posts because we don't really want any of them. So all posts, and then we'll just delete all of them. So you can just click on the top there, move to trash. Right, now let's change the menu up the top. So we go appearance, menus. Now there's two menus set up. Well, there's actually three menus set by default. You've got footer ones, a services menu, and then the primary one. That'll be the one that sits across the top. So we want to select the primary one. So just select it from the drop down, then select. And a lot of these red ones, they're now invalid because we've removed them all. So you basically want to remove them from here. So you just click on the drop down and then click remove. So we're going to get rid of all of them. Okay, good. And then we're dragging what we want on there. So we've got home, about, contact. We want to put our services and our gallery in there. Okay, so there you go. And if you don't like the order of that, you can chop and change it however you want. You might want to put the services there. I don't know, the about at the end. Anyway, so that's that. Once that's done, click save. Okay, good. And then let's take a look. So if we click on, let's have a look so far. Nothing much would have changed, apart from our menu now. So we've got home, services, contact, gallery, and about up the top. So now let's start to build the pages out. Okay, so we can go back to the work dashboard, go to pages all. I'm going to start off with the home page. So I'm going to go home page, edit with Elementor. Okay. Okay. So we're going to open up the Elementor page builder. And then now we're going to start building the pages together. I mean, if you've not used Elementor before, I can't really go into it all in this, but essentially it's a sort of a block builder. Each one of these sections, if you like, you can add and chop and change and do what you like. But for the purpose of this video, I'll just go ahead and do it. So the first section is this here. So we're going to put an image in the background. Now, for this site, obviously I showed you on the intro the finished article, but because we're building it, there is a disclaimer here. I have got all the stuff, so I'd already pre-prepared the content. Okay, so I've got the bits that we need. So obviously, just bear that in mind. So for this section, we're going to click on the top middle tab there, edit section. And then over here, we're going to put the picture in. Okay, so we're going to go style. And then we're going to go image upload. Upload a file. Now I've got one. And that is it there. So I'm just dragging it in. You can either that or you can click select and then upload. So we'll just insert that. Now obviously it looks a little bit out of shot there. So you can position it here. You can do top center, which obviously looks a bit better. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. Now I like to make this sort of a full page splash, so we can move this down. If you go into the advanced settings, if you change these, you'll see what I mean. If you change these, then the whole thing moves. So you can make the top padding a bit more. They were linked. You can make the bottom padding a bit bigger, okay, like that. Which now it all sort of fits together. And if you want to do a full preview, just click on that little. So there you go. Now we don't like this covering our face, so we can move all that. We can change the text. You can obviously always check what it's going to look like down here, what it's going to look like across various devices. So we can do a quick check now, and that's what it will look like on mobile, which is really good. So let's change the text up the top. So we have I've got some written text, so I'm just going to open that file up quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to start doing this now. We've got painting and decorating services. Now if you don't like it like that, then you can obviously put a break in there. Now obviously this is all in HTML, so to break the text, then you just put the little code there, sort of backward arrow BR and then the closed arrow. Okay, and then we're just going to fill it out. So I'm just going to go ahead now. I'm just going to add the text in. Okay, so that's there she is. Right, fine. And then this button here, we probably want to link it somewhere, so we can link this to, say, the services page. So where it says get started, we could put, or if we put get quote, then we could link that to the contact page. So we're going to go up to contact, we're going to right click it, get copy link address, and then we're going to paste that into the link there. Okay, so now that button will go to the contact. Okay, let's just go back to the style, because you can see where we've moved that down, this has dropped a little bit. So we can just move it up a little bit. Okay, there, that looks fine. Right, let's update. Right, then let's just move through the page. So this little section here, actually we'll change this one here now. So again, we'll just click on the text. And then we'll just put I'll just put a bit of text in there. Happy to discuss any paint job, sanding or touch-ups you need doing. Right, and then in here we're going to go to okay, so let's start preparing this. So we'll go with, alright, let's have a look. So we got, right, so I'm going to just add that in. We've got domestic and commercial properties, welcome. Don't know why that's not changed yet. There you go, okay. And then this button we could click to maybe our services page. Okay, so we're going to go back up, open up services, copy link, click on that, paste it in, and then we could just put C services. Okay, fine, good. And then this three, we're going to sort of do a little mini, look a little 3-stage, sort of some of the features, what they offer. So I'm just going to fill this in. So first one, tax prep. We're going to go free estimates. And then in there we're going to put, let's talk about your job. This one's fund administration. We're going to put all jobs welcome. So I'm literally just copy and pasting text in, okay? And then cash management, we're going to change to quality assured, okay? So, good. Now these little placeholder images, we're going to put some little images. Obviously, like I said, I've already got some prepared for this. So the first one, which is free estimates and advice, just going to click upload files. I've got little icons. Oops. So that's the first one. I've got all these off Pixabay, they're all free. All jobs welcome. Little tick. And then quality assured. Little sort of guarantee symbol. Okay, good. Stick them on. So there we go. Starting to look starting to take shape. If you don't like that up there, you can just pad this whole thing out. So let's just try that. Let's just click on this, and then we go to advanced. So it's got a bit of padding already. Let's see if we add a bit more on the top. There you go, that's a bit better. Don't want it done on all of them though, so we put that one maybe 100. There, that's a bit more central now. Right, okay, so that looks good. So that's the first two sections done. So we've got our big splash. We'll change the logo shortly and we'll tidy all this up. Let's go down to that first page. Let's just update that. Right, and then this one, okay. So you can just sort of put in here anything really. I've got some, again, I've already got some sort of pre-made text, but it's up to you really. So I've just got reliable and punctual, and then little, all your painting and decorating needs, okay. And then these you can just change as, you know, you can just click on these. 12 years experience, happy clients, award winning. If you want to change it, you just literally click on it. We can put in there, I don't know, something else, cups of tea, okay, and then that will just change. And then we can put a background on this as well. So let's put a background on. So we're going to go again center, so select the whole thing, then style, then placeholder image. Now I've got a few, I don't know what I'm going to put in there. Let's try, I've got one of a paint pot, so let's try that. So we'll put that in. And then insert. Okay, so that looks good. You can move it a bit. Again, we want to go center. There you go. There's a bit, it's clashing a little bit there, so we'll just make it a bit darker. So you can do a background overlay as well, and then just give it a bit of a darker colour. And it just makes it a little bit darker. And you can just sort of chop and change this. You can go bluer. Okay, yeah, I think that works. Right, so that's that done. Update. And then there's a little testimonial section here. So we're just gonna again go through this. And then I've just got 3 kind of mock testimonials. So I'm just gonna literally fill these in. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to put the images in as well. So let's click on the images. So this one, again, I've just got 3 images that I've just taken. I've made these all the same size, so they're all square. Okay, and my example I've used is 640 by 640. I'll put all this in the show notes, in the description notes underneath. But yeah, just make sure that they're all the same. Right, so the first one, let's put them in. Okay. Right, good. There you go. And then the next one. And the last one. Okay, perfect. And obviously, quite easy. You just click on it. If you want to change the names, it's all there. Okay, and their title. Or if you don't want anything, then you can just remove it and it will just leave it blank. Okay, update. So there you go. We've got a nice little 3 testimonials. Then here we can just put some. We could either leave it and I'll remove the whole thing, or we could just be quite a nice place to put some work, some sort of highlights. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to literally click on this. All of these, actually all these are individual, so we're just going to click on them individually. Choose image. Now, I've already got some, so I'm going to upload a load. I'm going to upload 6. And then we can just add them in. Okay. So we can just put these in. Okay, so that's the first one. And just a case of going through these and selecting the images now. So we put them all in. Good. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. And then the last one. Okay. So, again, a little show reel. I don't like the fact that they're all together, so I'm going to try and split them up. So we'll click on the whole thing, and then there's a columns gap there, so you could put narrow. That's better. Okay, so there you go. So then there's a few little images underneath. Let's give it an update. Excellent. Right, this section, I'm just going to leave that colour, and I'm just going to change the text. Sort of a brief overview again of what she does, or what the company does. And then finally now we're into the sort of contact section at the bottom. Now I'm going to leave that bit, we'll change that later. We'll put a contact form in there. And then here, we'll just keep that the same, request a callback. So here's where you can put the telephone number and the email address. Okay, quite straightforward. Don't think I need to go into that. So here you would just have, okay, the email address, whatever she wants to do. Right, whatever you want to put in there. And then we'll do this in a minute. And then this one is a map of where she is. This is taken from Google Maps. So this again is quite straightforward. You just click on the little edit button at the side there. And then here is where you would put in your location. Now we've said that she is in Waterloo. Okay, so let's put in Waterloo. Okay. And we can zoom in. And there you go. So now there's the Waterloo. We can probably go a bit closer. It's up to you, but yeah. Okay, so now the map's updated. So that is pretty much the home page done. So let's update that. probably put a little bit of extra text in here if we want. I've got a little bit written out, but I wasn't going to use it, but we can. So we just put a couple of page breaks in here. Another one there. Maybe another one there. And another one there. Okay. Alright, and we'll finish this later because we're going to make a form and then we'll add that in later. Okay. Now let's move over to the About page. So we're going to go Exit to Dashboard. Okay, and then click View Pages. Right, now we're going to go About. So again, Edit with Elementor. So it's got quite a nice little placeholder already. It's sort of an okay template. We don't need all this, so we can get rid of this section. So I'm just going to delete that, and delete that. Okay, so here we go then. So what we're going to do on the About page, we will. Okay, I think we'll. I think we'll add a new. I think we'll add a new section above. So if we go Add, Full Single Section, and then I'm going to copy that and then actually no, let's not do that. Let's get a header. So go to the widget here, and then we're just going to drag in header. Okay, and then we're going to put a little bit in here. Okay, like that. I want it to be the same as this, so I'm just going to check the size of that one. So that's an H4. And then, okay, so let's just go back. We'll change that to an H4. That's all capitalized. So if we go into Style, Typography, and then Transform, capitalize. Why's that not worked? Okay. Oh, okay. Uppercase, sorry. And give it a bit more weight. Maybe a bit more. A bit too much. Okay, that's fine. Right, and then underneath, I've got some text which we're going to put in. This is just going to be a simple About page. Okay. Right, so we're just going to put that in. Fine. And then we will move it up above that and then chop and change this. So we're going to go to the navigator, which is the little sort of 3-layered icon there. And then you see we've got 2 sections. So it's just this one and this one. And we basically want that one to go above that. So you can just literally select it and drag it above. And that will then move that up there. Okay, so there you go. Now we're going to, I think we can just get rid of these. So I'm just going to right click, delete. Same for that one. Right click, delete. Right, and then we'll put some images in. So we've already got the one of the main one that we used on the home page, so we can put that in there. It's a little bit off, isn't it? So I'm just wondering if we adjust the height a little bit. That's a bit better. Okay, and then we can put another one in next to it. Maybe just use one of the ones. I mean, you'll have more images than me. Okay. And then obviously if you wanted to, you could put some more text in there. Or, you know, for this purpose I haven't got any more, so I'm just going to remove the text. Same for that one. Okay, so there's a simple about me page. And we could put a little link in here. We could put like a, you know, you could put a contact form in there. Maybe that's something we could do later. So let's update that. So if you wanted to do that, we could, if we just go to select, we'll just put another section in. And then we could add a header. And then we've got all the settings from there. So a quick way about getting the settings right, if you click on that and click copy, and then where it is here, you just click paste the style. Oh, for some reason that didn't work. But yeah, okay, that was meant to change it. Let's just change it. We know what it is. It's default. It's header 4. And the typography is all uppercase, and it was 700 weight. So here you could just put, I don't know, get in touch. Okay, and then underneath later on we'll put a contact form. So in order for that, we want to put some short code in. So if we scroll down to short code, which is there, and we just drag that in so that it sits underneath. Okay, there. So that, we'll put a contact form in there later on. Right, let's update that. Okay. So we're getting there. So let's go back out. And then we'll work on the next page. Which is the services page. So let's go edit with Elementor on the services page. So as you remember at the beginning, we cloned them. So this page is already set out exactly the same. So we don't really have to do a lot. We can literally just, you know, we can get rid of that section. Get rid of that section. And then we'll just start filling this in. So we can keep these two because I think they're already pretty good, really. So this one I'm going to put painting and decorating. And then I've got some content there, which we're going to put in. Then on the right hand side, we could put wall art. Right, and then we're going to fill these in. So you could just put an image in. We've probably got a couple. If not, I'm going to put some new ones in. Got one there that I like for the painting. Okay, good. And then this one, we've already got a decent one for wall art, so we'll use that. Alright, so there's a couple of little services, and then in here we can just put other fields. Right, so maybe she could put a bit there, so we can just get a text box underneath. Just drag it under, so it drops under the title, and then we could put a little bullet point in here, something like that. Okay, I just pasted the words in, the text in, and then if it doesn't come up, you can just bullet the list. And then maybe we could put a button at the bottom which just basically says to contact. It can link to the contact page. So button underneath, and then you could put click here. For services. Okay, and then we'll click here. No, we're already on the service page, aren't we? Click here, or just maybe a contact us. Okay, excellent. Right click, copy the link address, contact us. Okay, put that in. If you want to change all the colors, you can. So we can go to style, and then you've got text color, background color. Okay, so if you didn't like the color of the button, you can change it like that. You'll have a theme. You'll have perhaps like the color of the logo, or something like that. We'll leave it red for now. Okay, so there is the services page done. Let's go back out. So what have we got now? We've got a home page done. The about page is done. Services page is done. Next one is gallery. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly do the gallery. So edit with Elementor. So the gallery is basically, we're just going to do a simple page which is just going to showcase the work, or the client's work. So I've got rid of those two again. We don't need, because again this was another clone, if you remember at the beginning. So everything's already done, all the hard work's already done. So we'll just change this to gallery, and we'll probably get rid of that whole section, to be fair. Alright, and then under here we're going to put a little bit of text. So I'm just going to drag some text in. Okay, and then we're going to make a new widget, and then in this one, a single section again, we're going to add the gallery. Now there's that there, which is the Pro version, so you won't be able to use that if you're on Elementor free. But if you go down to the general, there's basic gallery, which is absolutely fine. You just drag that in, and then you start adding images. So we're just going to click on the add, and we've already uploaded a load. If not, the same applies. Just drag them all in. So I'm going to just add these, create new, insert. That one there is a bit annoying. That's got a load of text on it. Okay, so we're going to remove that one. Okay, and there's the gallery done. Obviously you can put more in there. You can change the columns, so if you only want to have 2. Okay, and you can make them a bit bigger. And that's basically it. So there's the gallery done. You can put a bit of spacing on. Really played around with this to see what that does. Okay, so it looks a bit, yeah, that's neat. Right, update. And obviously you could add way more images. I'm just showing you for the example. So that's the gallery done. Right, and the last one then is the contact. But before we do the contact, we're going to make the form. So let's go back, exit to dashboard. Alright, and then we're going to go WP Forms, all forms. There should be already one done, but I'll show you how to make one anyway. Alright, we haven't done any. Okay, so add new. Right, there's a few templates already made. We're going to go with this one, which is simple contact form. So create a simple contact form. Okay, so that's fine. That's all we need. Name, email, and then their message. You can drag other fields in, but there'll probably be another video for that. I'll do another one. So once that's done, we're going to click save. And then this code up here, where it says embed, that's the code that we're going to need. So I'm going to copy it now. Copy. Okay, exit out. If not, when you go into Forms Overview, the shortcode is also there. So you can just get it from there. Right, so we're going to go Pages, All. If you don't want to do it like that, then obviously just open up a notepad file. And then just paste your shortcode in and just keep it aside. Okay, so we're going to go Pages, All. There was a few places where we wanted to put this contact form. Let's start on the first one. So the first one was on the home page, wasn't it? So we're going to go Edit Elementor Home. And then down at the bottom there was a section there, look, where we were going to put it. So we're just going to click on that, and then we're just literally going to paste the shortcode in. Okay, there you go, done. Update. Okay, there's that one done. And we're going to exit out. And then we're going to go back to the, I think we put it on the About page as well, didn't we? So let's check that. Yeah, we were going to put it there, so we're just going to click on that. And then again, we're going to paste it in there. Update. And then exit out. Okay, and then final one is contact. So we're going to go into the contact page, which we haven't changed at all yet, but we're going to go into there. So this one is, again, it's got the map, which we can change, and then here is where you would put all your details, and then this is where the form is going to go. So we're just going to click on the form, put the form in there, and there we go. These are the social media links, so if you want them, you can click on that, and then you can just change, you can just click on each one and then paste in their social media links. Obviously some of these you might not want, so they don't use Dribble or Google+, so you can just keep them for. and they might have links to these, so you could just put them in. I'll leave them for now. So then the map we want to change again. To Waterloo. And there we go. It's a bit zoomed in, so we'll just move it out of it. Okay, brilliant. There we go, Waterloo. So update. Right, so we're getting there. So there's a couple of things we just need to finish off. One is this footer section, all needs doing. And then top here is the logo, and we're just going to tidy all this up a bit. So let's do the header first. So we're going to go back to the dashboard. Okay, so let's do the header now. So we're going to go Appearance, Customify Options. And we're going to go Logo and Site Identity. Okay. Right, and then here is where we can upload the logo to the site. So let's have a look. So we want to remove that one. So click on Change Logo, because we're going to put a new one in, and then we're going to upload our logo. So I've sort of done one. Okay, so let's put that in, and then it will tell you how much of it you want to select in. So you just drag these to fit, and then crop. There you go, we're looking good now. Let's make that a bit bigger. Okay, nice. I think that looks good. And here you can change your site title. Oh, I had the caps lock on. And then you could put a tagline in. Okay, we don't want to show them, but it's good practice to just put them in. Right, so that is that. And some themes have different features for desktop and mobile. This one does. So just make sure that you double check that on both. I'm going to get rid of the search box because we don't really need that for this. And I'm also going to get rid of the social icons up the top because we've got them down in the footer. Because we've got them on the contact page. If you want, you can leave them in, but I mean, you can make them a bit shorter so that they'll sit over there. And if it's the same. They are okay. Some people like them. I don't. Not up the top. You can align them to the left. It's perfectly fine. If you want them in, leave them. I'm going to get rid of them for this. Okay. Then we want to just pad this out a little bit. Let's go back to the logo. For some reason it's on -47. So we just put it in the middle like that. Okay, good. Publish that. This probably has sort of knocked all the home page picture out a little bit, so we'll just double check that in a minute. But it's not going to be a big job. Let's just double check the mobile tablet version. So you can see this is what it will look like so far on mobile. If you click on the menu icon, this is all what I'll show. We don't really need any of this. So it'll say things like welcome to consulting. We don't really want any of that. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm also going to get rid of the search box, which will be a bit better. Then we're going to go back to desktop. Now this quote button is fine, but I'm going to change it. Well, we want to put a link on there. So we're just going to click on the button, and then that quote button can basically just send to the contact page, which is not that, which is that there, sorry. So that's the link it would send to, okay? Publish that. Right. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go back out. And then the last bit we want to do for the main build is the footer. So we're going to click on footer. So similar to adjusting the header, got 4 little sections here. We're going to just have a look at what we got. So we've got, so there's a little place there which you could put a sort of a smaller logo, which we can do. Bit of text. Menu, I usually have this menu different to the one up the top. We'll put in things like the privacy policy, the terms, and this, that, and the other. Business hours we can leave. Okay, so let's do that. So let's click on this. We'll put a little icon, a little image in there. No. Okay, let's remove that for now. I might be able to, you probably do it straight from the text field. Alright, so we can add media. Let's put a little small logo in. Let's just see how big that is. It might be a bit too big. It is a bit too big. I'm going to try and edit it, make it a bit smaller. Let's do it thumbnail size, update. Okay, that's better. Right, that'll be fine. So then we can put just a little bit of text under there. Alright, good. So then this one will be where we'll have our so these are custom links, which is fine, but we're not going to do that one. We can get rid of that. We will put in a link to the services page. Which is, so you can just put your link in there. And then we will probably get rid of that one and then leave the terms and the privacy policy there, which we'll do, and then we'll add them in a minute. This section probably not going to use at all. I'm just going to get rid of it. We can leave it as a placeholder, but I won't need it, so I'm going to get rid of it. And then we've got business hours, which is fine. If you wanted to, we could put social icons down there again at the bottom. As you can see, I'm going to get rid of them. But if you wanted to, yeah, you can leave them on. They're fine. Right, so let's publish that. Right, let's exit out. So now we just need to do our 2 legal pages, and for this we're going to do another plugin. So we're going to go plugins, add new. And we want to use the privacy policy auto. There's like an auto privacy policy page generator. This one here, WP Auto Terms. So click install now. Okay. Okay, so once that's installed, just go back to plugins and then click on activate. Okay, and you've now got this up here, WP Auto Terms. You can click on all legal pages. Okay, and then we're going to go add legal page. So we're going to do 2. We're going to do privacy policy and a terms and conditions. Okay, so with privacy policy, just click create. And it will auto fill everything in. You just select your country, company name. Can users create an account? No. What kind of info are you taking? Name and email. Do you want to show Google Ads? If you are, we're not. And if required by law, will you disclose personal info? Yes or no. However you want to do that. Click create. Okay, and there you go. This is a fully made legal page for privacy policy. Now I don't like it being stored here, and I'll show you why in a minute. You can just leave it like that, but it will put a little link at the bottom of the page, which I don't. It doesn't. It's fine if you want to do it like that. You just click publish, and it's done. In fact, okay, then for this we'll do it. So you just that's the page. The privacy policy is done. Click publish. You can view it. Let's have a look. And there you go. So the privacy policy is fine. Okay. And then we're going to go and add the terms and conditions now. So go to add legal pages. Terms and conditions create. Exactly the same. Fill in all your data info. Yes. Yeah. 30-day notice. Yes, add a disclaimer. Create. And then, boom, there's your terms and conditions as well. Okay, so that's all done. So there's the link for that. Okay, so we just publish these. And we just double check that one. Preview. Perfect. Terms and conditions page done. Right. Now we just want to get them links and add them into our footer menu. So there's the, I want to just select that link. That's the terms and conditions one. So I'm just going to paste it into my notepad file. And then I want to do the same with my privacy policy one. So we'll go all legal pages, and there's the privacy policy. You've got shortcode here, but I just want to take the link, copy link address. Right. So now we're going to go back to our footer menu, which is in Appearance, Customify Options. Footer Builder. Okay, so then we're just going to change those two links at the bottom. So these two. So we've got Terms and Conditions and Privacy Policy. So I've grabbed the Terms and Conditions link, this one here, and we're going to put that URL in there, and then we're going to do exactly the same for the privacy policy. And then publish. Okay, let's exit out and see what we got. So then let's go view site. So there we go. So we've got our home page. If we scroll down, little services section, middle, another little section there with animated, sort of animated text, our little testimonials section, another breaker, and then a contact form, and then a map of location. Down at the footer, another little logo, some more text, links to services, terms and privacy policy, and then the business hours. Let's go through services. Little section on painting and decorating, wall art, other fields, and then a contact us button there. A contact page, map, contact form, hours, social links, a gallery, which will be functional, so if we click on the image, that will bring it up, and then the user can scroll through. And then an about page. With another little contact form, and then a quote link which will take us back to the contact page. So there you go. A fully functional sort of trade website that you could easily knock up. I mean, I've done this one in, what are we now? We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes. Obviously, I know I had a lot of stuff already prepared, but you get the idea. So, I hope this video helped, and if it did, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll be making some more. That's just a cache issue, that shouldn't be like that. There we go, that was interesting. So that home is a link. That link needs changing. So that home is not, that home doesn't go to where we want to go. So we do want to quickly go and change that. So let's go dashboard, menus, and then the home is not the website. It's already on another one. So we're just going to put our website in there and then save. Okay, let's try that again. View site. Okay, so let's just try services. And then we'll go back to home. I mean, the logo would always be back to home as well anyway, but there you go, that works. So there you go. Now these will be fully mobile responsive. There you go, so just under an hour and a quarter. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you on another video. Take care.